Africa's largest economy, Nigeria, is in the process of introducing new banknotes for the first time in more than 20 years. The move is an attempt to reignite confidence in the currency, the naira, which is under severe pressure. With inflation at more than 20%, people are struggling to cope with the rising cost of living. It is leading to the largest exodus of young professionals in years. Imagine going to the grocery store one day, and everything has tripled in price? How do you even cope? You have a family at home. What do you cut out of the budget? Oroma Cookie Gam tells me by Zoom, her face incredulous. The fashion designer left Nigeria's biggest city, Lagos, with her young family a year ago for the UK capital, London. Her husband and business partner Osione, an artist, was granted a global talent visa, which enables leaders in academia, arts and culture, as well as digital technology to work in the UK. She says it had become too expensive to raise their young family in Lagos. Our money was buying us less and less. We weren't able to pay our bills, we weren't able to do normal things that we were doing. Oroma studied law at the UK's University of Northumbria and moved back to Nigeria almost 20 years ago, keen to use her degree to help develop her country. Along with Osione, she eventually set up This Is Us, a sustainable fashion and lifestyle brand that uses local materials and artisans, including cotton grown and dyed in northern Nigeria. Initially, the cost of living crisis wasn't impacting them. Because we are 100% sourced in Nigeria, things were not as terrible for us as it was for other people, Oroma says. So when everyone was increasing their prices, we skipped a couple of increases because we could manage. But eventually their Nigerian customer base was finding it harder to afford non-essential items like clothing, particularly when food accounts for 63% of their spending. This means when the price of food goes up, people have less disposable income. Oroma says it is particularly bad for young Nigerians. Speaking to my mum, one thing that I realized is that when they were younger, things were a lot easier for them. They could afford to buy houses, cars. I always felt like, what is going on with me? I'm failing because I can't do all the things my mum was doing. But I realized that the country is not working for me. She is not the only one to feel this way.